What up? It's Smooth Miss Uncut. Make sure you join me on YouTube at Miss Uncut Smooth SMOOV. I don't know who tell these girls what. I don't know if they right Fladanka. Listen, that's a Black Tiger move. You know what I'm saying? He'll tell my roommates. He'll probably tell my roommate. It's like the last one. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Because know. If they don't know, they don't got it up there to really know. Yeah, you could be a model, and you could be the next America's Next Top Model, Shelter Edition, and all you gotta do is just make sure that you. So Miss Uncut, Smooth, SMOOV, V as in Victor, V as in Van, V as in Vanquish. Is your white tee? It said, is your white tee? Oh yeah, my YouTube. So I think white tee because I'm thinking about white tee. His YouTube. Yo, Fargo, I gotta mention this. I'm glad that you said that, Fladanka. I'm glad you said that shit. Listen, when I was staying out in Brooklyn, I'm gonna tell you the best. I'm gonna tell you the best part. He said no problem. Oh shit, that's what I'm talking about. What's up, Ali Khan? Listen, I'm out there in Brooklyn, right? What's up, Ali Khan? In Brooklyn, so there's a whole bunch of girls down there, and that shelter. But any shelter that I went to, except for Harlem, and this is the reason why, or I should say, the famous one. When I was in the famous shelter, everybody knew exactly who the fuck they was. They knew they was famous. You know what I'm saying? They knew they was famous for something. And they didn't get jealous. They knew exactly who they was. And this is the reason why I have to be around people like that. Because if I'm not, then you have people that's not. And then they like, especially that when you're in the shelter, it's different. And especially when you have somebody that's black, like, as like Black Tiger with the mindset like him. And he'll sit up there and he'll miseducate a woman. He'll miseducate a girl. She's like 18, 19 years old or whatever, or 20. And they'll believe anything. It's like, here, take the bribe. All you got to do, you're in competition. Like, he probably tells them, like, yo, listen, you're in competition with Melissa, which is me. You're in competition with her. And all you got to do is just sit up there and harass her. And you'll become the next top model. Like, he's that type. He does that. He probably told him that. Like, oh, no, you're in competition with, like, America's Next Top Model Shelter Edition? Fuck. Like, you're the prettiest girl. Yeah, he put them against, yeah. He'll put anybody against each other. Especially to get to me. Yeah. Just so he could keep that fake business. Yeah, like, I promise you, he probably don't even say, yeah, no, I own the modeling business. I promise you, the girls don't even ask him, do you own the model? Like, because this is what I'm used to. This is what I'm used to being around. I'm used to somebody actually being around and saying, so you own a music business, a music label? You own a modeling business? They ask questions like, hey, is that a thing for you? Can I see a check? Do you cut checks? Do you run your shit like a business? Like, this is what I'm used to being around. I'm used to motherfuckers saying, where's my check? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and seeing some type of stationery, all types of shit. Seeing the letterhead on the fucking check. That's the type of shit that I'm used to seeing. A fucking letter. There you go. The business name is on the gotta do what now? I'm in a shelter. Like, what do you, huh? Because if you're a model, you get flown out. One. Why do you get flown out? Because you gotta go and perform. Means you gotta do your catwalk. You gotta do your catwalk. There's refreshments there and everything inside of the venue where you're gonna be doing this catwalk at. You pretty much gotta either you sign a contract or they have the ones that's, you know what I'm saying, like under the fucking table where they actually have some type of fashion, they have fashion venues and shit like models. Although they may not, certain ones don't have contracts and shit like that, but you're going to a fucking venue with refreshments, actual clothing that you have to put on, and there's an actual catwalk. Not sit up there and do some illegal shit just because you like them, because you thought that they could actually be a model, and you miseducate a person that knows nothing about the world. Don't even set up any type of training or even ask one for one. If Black Tiger actually wanted to sit up there and hire somebody to be a model for him, if he had an actual business in this fucking place, what would have to transpire? Because I'm sure the girls would say, well, you know what? How much am I getting? How am I getting paid? And why do I have to actually ask her? Shouldn't I be going on a catwalk? What kind of layout is this? What kind of modes am I modeling here? You understand what I'm saying? Nobody caught on to that shit yet. Why you think I was running? I was like, why does he not understand that I get that shit? Confirmation. Like, get the fuck on. Before you get, you have to learn how to walk. Before you have to actually do certain things, like before you hit the stage, maybe you have to model the clothes. Before you hit the stage, before you even go to the venue, sometimes they practice. Sometimes they call the girls in and shit like. They have to see yo, can you fit these clothes? We gotta size you up. We gotta get the measuring tape. That. My question is, does his fraudulent business go on until somebody, especially when it come down to the females, when it come down to, I don't care who he or tried to recruit in his fraudulent business, his bad business practices and shit like that. When does it come a factor into somebody's themselves? When do these girls actually go to the venue? Matter of fact, when do they actually go for training? So they can learn how to walk. When do they actually go for measurements to see if the clothing actually fit? Because I remember I modeled for somebody before, and she had to see if I actually, I had to go and pre-training. She walk. She had to see if I could actually fit the clothes, meaning she had to go take a measuring tape if my shoulders were too broad and too wide. Does the rest fit? Like, am I, am I tall enough for this dress? Because I had to wear wear red dress. There's a lot of factors put into place. She had to make sure shit fit. But for one thing, I do remember what I didn't have to do. I didn't have to go and harass somebody like my next. That's when I was living out in Queens. That's when I was living over there in Corona, Queens. And apartment, she didn't say, hey, knock on somebody's door and go harass them, harass somebody that you don't know. How that works. If you don't know that person, you don't know that person because number one, what, like, I never knew black people that actually just say, yeah, no, I mean, I'm talking about back then. Now, these are different people. Black, and I don't call them Caribbean because they're just not to me. Like, new for them to be like, you know, we just gonna harass people that we don't know, and like we don't have our own brains to figure this shit the fuck out. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, the venue exists. So it seems like the only thing that's existing is the harassment part. When was the venue actually? Matter of fact, when was the training for the catwalk? When was the measurements? When were the measurements were gonna actually kick in? This is the reason why I said, going on 9 years now, 8 to 9 years ago, I said, I don't want no parts of what the fuck going on. Because that's not business. I don't want nothing to do with that shit. Because for one, he sits there and says, yeah, I pay you to go harass that person. But you didn't get to that part where you actually, yeah, like he didn't get where he says, listen, I need you to meet me here at this venue. I need you on these clothes because, you know, you got to go and get on this catwalk. We got to do your hair. My stylist, she loved my hair the way it was. And I thought it was just, she was just like, no, I love it. Like, it goes with the dress. And it actually did. I still got my pictures to this day. Like, make it make sense. And I thought my hair was fucked up. I was just like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna just come and do the whole afro thing. And she loved that shit. But before I got on the catwalk, she measured me. Before I got on the catwalk, the stylist did my hair. Before I got on the catwalk, I got my fucking makeup. Before I got on the catwalk, there was an actual fucking catwalk. And there was an actual fucking venue. Not me stepping outside, you know what I'm saying, and acting like, you know what I'm saying, like having Mr. P. Diddy being a fucking predator and shit like that. Black Tiger from Bigo being a fucking predator and shit like no, your walk is outside. Excuse me. This ain't 8th Avenue. This ain't the fashion district out there in fucking 8th Ave. That's the fashion district. There's a fashion. You want to do a catwalk? You catwalk your ass all fucking day down 8th Avenue. That's all people used to do. Near fucking Port. They get dressed. They know that's the fashion district. That's the fashion district. Everybody know that shit. You wear your best attire when you go to the fashion district. And you walk your ass. You want people to, you want to show off your hat? That's what you do. But to harass people that lives in a fucking domestic violence too at the same time, that is not a business owner, y'all. That's a sex offender. No way, if I was his employee or any of these girls that's in his building, okay, if they were a employee, I don't give a fuck what woman it is, he is not allowed to harass you at your home. Your boss is not allowed to harass you at your home. That's fucking illegal. But luckily for me, he wasn't my boss. He claimed to actually know me. He claimed for me to actually be his employee, which I was not. Make it make sense. He knew me because people were actually, they knew me. Like, and people heard of me. And my God, like, you know, like, she gotta be really stupid. She really doesn't know. Even if I wasn't in even if I wasn't, or I should say, if I never actually modeled before, guess what? I've seen people actually do it. So I know along the lines of how the fuck that shit went. I was like, oh, you gotta get measured first before you actually go to the fucking show. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes appear there, and whatever the fuck weight that you are at that present time, you got going on a random, on spontaneity, it just happens right there. That's just times. Well, most of the time when it comes down to modeling. Not it, yeah. Make it make sense. Are you serious? Come on, Fladanka, like, that's not hard to figure out. This is the reason why I was like, I don't want nothing to do with that shit. Don't include me in anything with the fuck y'all doing. If you don't realize what's going on, if you don't see what he's doing, if you don't see that he's claiming to be something that he's not, please don't come to me. It's okay. Y'all all could get locked up together. He's used to fucking to people and bribing people and shit like that at their own home. Do you realize where I come from? For somebody to sit up there and fucking just harass you like that? No, I want y'all. This is what. Fladanka, you know what it sound like? I gotta, cause I'm dramatic. I promise you, I'm not being over dramatic. You know what it sounds to? He said every single year, say, what the hell is that? I don't know what that is. He said, you know what I'm about to do? You know, because you got to remember, I used to hustle with my man. You know what that shit? Hold on. Let me get it, y'all. Let me get a Fladanka. Hold on, let me get it. Cause son ain't clicking. Son ain't right. What fuck going on up there? Like, I don't wanna know what the fuck going on. This shit, you know what this shit sound like, y'all? Imagine this shit. You growing up in the projects, cause I don't know if people actually, you know what I'm saying? They come from the suburbs, they not used to a certain life or whatever, lifestyle, whatever. Is because, you know what I'm saying, like, in this era, you know what I'm saying, like, I love Pledge, and you gotta understand where I come from. I want y'all to understand where the fuck I actually come from, y'all. When you see certain things in your life, y'all remember this shit? Listen, I grew up in the projects. For somebody, this is why I say I'm not used to black people doing certain things. Oh, like, yo, Fladaka. Okay. I come from the PJs, man. One thing that you know, you hear that, either it's the motherfuckers, it's the motherfucking FBI. They got a warrant, they better have one. That's growing up as a kid. As a kid in the PJs, either they got a fucking warrant. If they don't have a warrant, don't open the door. Because of the fact, don't open the door for anybody. What you open the door for, period? Like, the door is that you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's the cops being like, who the fuck you looking through the motherfucking peephole? What you doing? Because all the motherfuckers, like, they out the window. Make it make sense. Fladaka. I'm not used to this shit. Even when I wasn't in the project and I went to go visit people that hustle and shit like that at that time, yeah, because I was in my teens. Yo, Fladaka, this shit ain't damn. How people don't know that? Make it make sense. This shit ain't funny. This shit ain't funny. Yeah, like, this shit is not funny at all whatsoever. I don't know, like he said, mom, like, he must think that I'm scared of my age or something like that. He somebody named Dakota Evans. Why would you actually put your actual name when you're supposed to put a username? You never put your real name. Like, this is the reason why I say that people don't belong in certain things, because this is how certain things get. Like, make it make sense. That's how certain things get. That's how certain things get fucked up. When somebody, you know, like, how people don't know that though. Like, people, like, they just knock on your door. You like, who the fuck? Why are you knocking on my shit so hard? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're in your apartment. Why the fuck are you knocking on my shit? So what is wrong with you? And you not thinking the first thing, like, yo, is that the cops? These motherfuckers about to raid my shit. Like, but that's the life. I want y'all to understand. Like, that's really a life. So that's why I didn't understand when it came down to Black Tiger. I didn't understand that shit about him. I'm like, yo, so I'm shit. Like, even if you, like, look, hold on. If you never hustled in your life, if you never sold out one drug, if you never had to sit up there and look over your shoulder, if you never had to sit up there and wonder if the cops are going to come a day in your life, that's fine. Speak to a motherfucking criminal attorney. Like, what? Yo, Fladaka, like, speak to a criminal attorney at least. Damn. A criminal attorney will tell you some shit. They got stories for days. They could write plenty of fucking books if they had time, but I'm sure they wouldn't even waste their time, because, you know what I'm saying, like, some just be tired of they, you know what I'm saying, writing shit in the first place. They write stories all day. Yo, Fladaka. Fladaka, for real. Nah, for real though. I'm not lying. Come on. You supposed to know that. But people want to, oh, you know, I'm street. I'm that. But you don't even know what a simple, you don't even know what they don't even know what the fuck that is. It doesn't have to do with anything with age. That's one. That's something that we grew up with, all of that shit. That's something that you supposed, especially if you, everybody's supposed to know, like, yo, listen, don't come knocking, banging. What are you, the fucking, you say, what are you, the fucking cops? What are you, fucking FBI? Why the fuck you banging on my door like that? Why you making my shit hot? The fuck? Like, what are they thinking? Like, what are they thinking? I don't understand. like I'm not understanding. I'm not getting that part. So I was really supposed to be I was supposed to be like, okay, sure. Yeah. Like, huh? I seen that shit. I was like, these motherfuckers ain't got no plan. This motherfucker ain't. What the fuck set this shit up? They ain't got no plan. They ain't got no backup plan. These motherfuckers goals. I don't know, like 10 years from now, this shit gonna look real bad. I'm like, no, count me out. Yo, Flataka. I was like, count me out. No, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm okay. I could do this whole independent contracting thing. I see y'all don't got nothing over here. You know what I'm saying? To prove factors and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know, like just in case the BBB gotta get in Better Business involved and things like that, and I be trying to figure out if I'm gonna get my check. Y'all ain't got shit going on over here. What type of shit is this? Looking around and shit. Shit looking empty. Shit looking empty. My hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, my hands gonna be ashy forever fucking with these motherfuckers. You know? And then they gonna look like things, you know what I'm saying? Can I get some motherfucking lotion for the ashiness that comes with it? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. People be, and the crazy thing about it is, but I'm the one that's dumb. That's some funny shit. I was like, damn that. I was like, damn. That shit is some true to life shit. That shit really ain't got no future. But anyway, y'all. I don't see how people, I don't like, it's not me. I mean, I don't see it. I don't see how people actually fell for the shit that he had going. I don't see how, I don't know how he fell for that. And he was supposed to be a businessman and shit like that, but I know people do shit under the table. But the thing about that is, eventually you have to show your work. Yeah, yo, Fladanka, I'm telling you, yeah, you gotta, you can't sit at somebody's house. You can't sit up there and say, yo, I'm gonna convince somebody, a person that lives next door to you, and tell them with that person. I'm like, oh shit, this is some new shit. What kind of business is that doing? What you got to do in this business? And somebody actually tells, and they convince them and say it's supposed to be a modeling business or some shit like that. Really, for real? This is when the females are supposed to be, and this is the reason why men, all of my life, I swear to God, they said women are fucking dumb. And I'm like, how, Sway? Like, we figure out everything, but when it comes down to certain things and being a critique and shit like that, like, this is an example. Most women don't get this shit, and that's a fact. They don't get it. It's like they actually force you to be in something that you know that you don't even have to be in because it technically don't exist. Like, my question is, right? Do anybody else's boss boss, I'm talking about real boss, the one that you actually get paid by. Do your boss, the one that you get paid by, they get a check, or you might get it under the table and shit like that. Do they actually tell you that they come into your house? Do they actually come to your house, or do they even come to your house to fucking harass you or say, yo, I'm gonna bribe you to go and harass? Like, it's a lawsuit, man. Only thing I need from Black Tiger is his name. That's all I fucking need is his name. That's all I need. Is his fucking name. I don't have his real name. All I have is his fucking alias. If I had his real name, yeah, I would be suing him right now. I would have got an attorney. I would have been, because I would have got him for attempted murder. Attempted murder, fucking extortion, bribery. It's so many things. Racketeering. Okay. Yeah. like he could catch so many fucking charges. But I don't have his real name. That's all I need. All I need is his real name. That's all I need. So I say to y'all, do not fall for the bullshit. Do not fall for the fucking finesse and things like that nature. Don't fall for that shit, y'all. For real. Shit is not fucking worth it. And then on top of that, the layers that he had. It's the layers. It's the rabbit holes that he created, because it was more than one rabbit hole. Like, he said he was the cult leader. Need I say more? Like, you're a whole cult of models and like, no, he was just pretty much he's pretty much a sex trafficker. He was pretty much P. Diddy. He was pretty much a sex offender and shit like that. That's what the fuck he is. That's who the fuck he is. Okay? Yo, I'm about to get off my live though. Like, I cannot. If you know, yeah, like, it's like people don't understand. Like, now you get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all didn't get it before, now you got it. If you don't get it now, listen, do not expect me to be involved. Like, that's all you need to know. Like, she's not involved. There's no part to play in this. She didn't from the beginning, but they try to force her to. This is not tell yourself, let yourself know. Explain this shit to yourself. Even if you gotta stay in yourself the fucking mirror. Listen. This is not real. He made this up in his head and he just wanted to finale. He wanted to scam people and shit like that. He's doing his illegal. All I need is his name and that's it. I want to take on you get involved in shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I could actually go to when I gain his name, I could go to the cops and be like, yo, listen, these roommates actually participated. You don't want to be accomplice to some. You don't want to be an accomplice. That's just what the fuck it is. You don't want to be accomplice to a scam, a whole Ponzi scheme, because it's called a fucking Ponzi scheme. All you got, I'm saying, like, how he get them, that's how he makes his money, because long as he get new recruits. Time. All he got to do is just keep getting new recruits, recruiting people, all the new people. That's a Ponzi scheme. I could get him, and I could get him for being a fucking groupie. Like, he's doing too much. Racketeering, extortion, attempted murder. All of that shit. Participate. For real. And on top of that, he claimed to be a cult leader. The leader of a cult, y'all. I don't want to get involved. I mean, if you want, hey, listen, it is what it is. If you want to get locked up, do your thing. Because that's all he looks for. He looks for people that's, you know, that's gullible enough, that don't have any knowledge of the business. Not his, you know, because he don't have a business. He don't have a modeling business of the actual business of the actual industry of the modeling industry. He's looking for people who doesn't have knowledge of the modeling industry. He needs people that doesn't know anything about the business of the modeling industry, of the entertainment industry, of the music industry. He's like P. Diddy. Send me a pic. Oh yeah, we're gonna have sex. We're gonna have a whole bunch of sex. That's it. I'm gonna pay you for this. Like, you're a whore. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how he's using you. That's all he plan on doing. Just having sex with you. That's it. If he could be the impersonator of anybody, it would be P. Diddy. Because he need to be locked up. P. Diddy. And I know he's hiding a whole bunch of money too at the same time. I know he's probably putting. Yeah, he's probably hiding money. He's probably moving money right now because he probably knows what's coming to him. Is anybody exactly where the fuck he live at, where his real estate and shit like that? If he's a real estate agent. If he's a real estate agent or a broker, if he's a fucking real estate agent or a broker, I could actually sue him for fucking misrepresentation. Not only misrepresentation, because why? Slander, also defamation. It's so many fucking charges. You know what I'm saying? Like, although he's in another state, I could sue his ass for so much. He endangered the welfare of a child. Y'all hear me? Hold on. Hey, what's up? Oh, she's not even here. She said she's gonna come back. Yeah, no. I don't have none. Only edibles. That's it. Yeah, it worked. Yeah, it worked for me. She was like, nah, she was. Yeah. Yeah, you good though? You looking well better. You look like you got some sleep and shit though.
Yeah, I did. I had to end up unfortunately.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I had to. My blood was low, all type of stuff. So I was really sick. Yeah, I have sickle cell.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, the help.
Yeah, everything.
So I'm like, I don't got no damn papers.
I don't have any either.
If I was at home, then yeah. I wish you would have.
I do. Yeah, she be in and out. Somebody got something. Somebody got something. Neither do I. I try not to. Yeah, I'm not about that.
Me and her did because we would say we're together.
Right.
And we go. I'm always comfortable with my roommates. I'm a nice person, so I don't.
Yeah, we chill. Exactly. Me too, but you know, like people just have certain animosities against, or you know, like they get paid to, so. You know what I'm saying? So, I like your hair out.
Thank you.
I want my lob. Let me go, girl. Nah, you good? You alright though? Everything's good.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, cool. I see you next time. I hope you feel. Yo, can't you like? Cause I know you take iron pills and stuff like that. So you could. I don't have any figures, but the others. They make you go to sleep. I mean, no.
I'll try anything right now.
Okay. It's gonna make you go to sleep.
Even better.
Hold on. Yeah, like hold on. Let me real quick.
Oh, you a blogger?
Huh?
You
Nah, I'm not a blogger or anything like that. I'm just like, I be sitting up here and talking my shit because I gotta be talking that real shit because people get on my fucking nerves with their bullshit.
Like you have a podcast or you?
Yeah, not YouTube. Yeah.
What shit I'll check you.
Alright, it's Miss Uncut. Yeah, ms.ugac.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
As smooth.
Yeah, SMO. Yeah, you take one. 'Cause I don't want you to do it. That's how. No, I just pushed it up. I know, 'cause it's sticky. No, take that one. You see that one up front? This one? That one.
Yeah, that one was.
You think so?
Oh God, girl.
I know.
Wish it was in your. It's like that. It's stuck melted in. Thank you.
I mean, not green. You know.
Alright, I'll just try.
Nah, do what you know.
I ain't gonna draw the whole thing. Next thing I'm. No.
No, that's yeah. Okay, that's it right there. I know. I hate when they be catching you on the wrong joint. That's subscribe.
Okay.
Continue?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is 6.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's like one of the first videos and shit. Okay, yeah. Oh, they doing the bad check right now?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. No problem. Yeah. I'm about to get off of this. Like,